Hello, Lakers fans. This is Wilson. As always, I'm joined by three of my prestigious co-hosts, Shane Christopher Murray, Jason Big Mitch Mitchell, and David Galvez. Vito's not here right now. He may join us in progress, but as of now, he's not here. But he's with us in spirit, as always. Um, so the Lakers tonight uh, survived against the Hornets in the last game of the Grammy trip. They ended up going 4-2 on the Grammy trip. Starting off last week, last weekend in Golden State with the double overtime win, and the loss in Houston. We covered that last week, and since then the loss in Atlanta last Tuesday, the win in Boston on Thursday, the win against the Knicks in New York on Saturday, and then to the win tonight. So we're on a 3-game winning streak, 27-25. Uh, Currently ninth in the conference, 4 behind Phoenix for 6th. Thank you, Galvez, for his crack research tonight. AD finished with 26, 15, and 11, a triple double. LeBron 26, 4, and 7, and D'Lo 28, 4, and 6. Once again, Galvez, thank you for your crack research. And then, so coming up for the rest of the week, we got Denver on Thursday at home, and then Friday against New Orleans, also at home, to close out the week. And then, of course, the trade deadline is on Thursday. It's quieted down somewhat. D'Angelo Russell's been playing a lot better. Um, if he plays in that game against Denver on Thursday, that would mean he survived the trade deadline, and he's still a Laker. As I said, he had 28 points tonight. Also on Thursday, we talked about it a little bit last week, the Kobe statue will be unveiled. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more. And then at the end, we'll try to preview the Super Bowl, which is on Sunday. Chiefs-Niners, rematch of Super Bowl of, what was it, 4 years ago. So let's get into it, man. Where you guys want to start? You guys want to start with the win tonight? I think we should start with the win tonight. Really, they were, and this is a very bad Hornets team. Lakers were in control, most of the game. And, it really, that should have been a game where in the fourth quarter, LeBron and AD, they get to put some ice on their knees and they get to rest. And, they got a couple of days off coming up after this. But instead, they have to play down the wire. Brandon Miller, that young kid, can play, man. He had 30 something, at least 35. So, I mean, who wants to start? Who wants to talk about what they saw tonight? And, just the Grammy trip in general. As always, do I have any volunteers, or do I have to pick someone randomly? Who's going to go? Galvez, you go first.
I didn't see the game. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see the game. So all I can do is go off a box score, which doesn't tell the whole story. So I'll let you guys.
All right, Shane. Shane was getting ready to talk.
So that was a typical. Oh, the Lakers are in town. Let's give it our all type of game. Whereas Lakers, that's the last game of the road trip. Let's just get through it as best we can so we can go home. They started off pretty good. They let them back into it, then survived the fourth quarter, but nevertheless ended a 4-2 trip on a high note. Brandon Miller was balling. Bridges was balling, but got a triple double from AD. Got 28 from D'Lo. Another 20 from Bron. And got good news with Vando. He's not going to be out for the season. He's going to be reevaluated in a month. So as crazy as the trip started and how much drama as everything happened, everything seems to be on a good note for the most part. Just got to wait and see who leaves or who don't leave from the trade deadline. Like, we do make a move, fine, but if we have to stay pat, we can still obviously do some things. They're just a typical Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of team right now, and they got to put it together.
Mitch?
So I am an old man. I actually fell asleep at halftime. Just so many commercials. It's crazy. Um, from what I saw in the first half, a slow start, a little bit of a slow start, but then Lakers woke up. They took command, at the half, up what 16, I believe, at the half. So strong play. The defense woke up. So I plan to watch the rest later. So I can't fully speak on the game. Can't speak on how the Hornets came back or whatever. As far as I know so far, Lakers are dominating the Hornets as they should be. All I can speak on is the games that I did see. The Knicks game, which, oof, man, just goes to show you that the Knicks game goes to show you what we can do when our defense wakes up. They completely shut Jalen Brunson down with, just basically just a simple double team, really. Uh, they sent the double early on him, forced him to kick. The Knicks weren't able to, outside of Jalen Brunson, the Knicks weren't able to hit shots. So then when we slowed down the double team on Jalen Brunson, he was out of rhythm that by that point, and he couldn't make any more shots. So yeah, the defense came to play on Saturday versus the Knicks. That was good to see. And then those dirty, rotten, stinking Celtics. I keep trying to tell y'all, Jason Tatum is overrated. Jalen Brown
Stop
overrated.
it.
Celtics
Stop it.
overrated. Don't you defend those dirty, rotten, stinking Celtics to me. Not today.
And I ain't talking about
Not
Celtics. I'm talking
today.
about
Don't want to
Thunder.
hear it. Nope. It's my turn. It's my turn. I don't want to hear it. Don't defend nothing green to me. The Celtics are ass. They ain't shit. They ain't never gonna be shit. Not ever again. Like I said, Jason Tatum is overrated in the sense that everybody believes he is the second coming of Kobe Bryant. He's not. Let's be honest. He is not Kobe. Let me say that again. He is not Kobe. The fact that people are trying to make him Kobe, the fact that people think that he's, a superstar that can lead your team to a championship, that's what makes him overrated. He's
He's been to a
inconsistent.
finals
Shut up,
already.
shut up. He's inconsistent. We saw that against Miami last year. What happened? First three games, he stunk it up.
Better than Joker.
Up.
No, why are you doing that?
He's
Come
not.
on,
He's
man.
he's not better than Jokic. Jokic is an actual. Never mind. Listen.
Here we go.
Um, what was I saying? Stop messing up my train of
We
thought.
didn't even ask you about Joker. You just trying to start that.
Exactly. What the heck? What was I saying?
It's
Oh
funny how you give
no! Shut up. It's
Tatum so
still my
much
turn.
hate, but
It's
then
still my.
Joker so
Shut
much
up. Shut
praise.
up. Shut up. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that nonsense. You're not gonna disrespect. You're not gonna disrespect the Lakers in my face. Not today. Don't defend no
Nobody
Celtics.
disrespects the Lakers.
Defending Celtics is disrespectful to the Lakers organization. I take it as
Joker, I mean,
disrespect. Either way,
Tatum was a
let me
Laker
finish.
fan,
Let me
so you
finish.
can't
Let me
help where
finish
he
my point.
drafted.
Let me finish my point. He's inconsistent, which consistency is what makes great superstars great superstars. Inconsistency is what makes good players, right? Like you saw it in the Miami series. It's a prime example. The first three games, he stunk it up. The whole team stunk it up, really. Uh, the next three games, they picked it up. In game seven, true to form, inconsistent, and they lost. They ended up losing to Miami. Why? Because they were inconsistent. They were, on paper the better team, but they lost because they're inconsistent. With their games are just built to be inconsistent. That's just how it is. He tries to shoot too many threes, trying to be Steph Curry. He's not Steph Curry. So to me, like I said, he's overrated. He's not going to deliver your team a championship.
Okay.
So if Shane Murray wants to compare Tatum to Jokic,
Jokic actually led his team to a championship. There's no debating that. It's
And
just
swept the Lakers.
and swept the Lakers. Like what are we talking about here?
Shane,
They're
what
the
do you have to say
defending
about
champs.
this?
They are the defending champs, and it's wild to me how you'll defend the Celtics, but you'll bash the Nuggets. Like, what kind of Laker fan are you?
I'm not defending Celtics. I'm defending Tatum.
What team does he play for?
He was a Laker fan who got drafted on
What
the Celtics.
team does he currently play for?
And it's amazing you're going to defend
What
Jokic, though.
team does he currently play for?
You already know what team he plays for.
Then I don't want to hear nothing about that clown. He is a
I
clown.
don't care. I'm going to rep Tatum until you get tired of it.
Like I said, what kind of Laker fan are you? You need to be bashing him.
You need to be bashing the Clippers, but you praising them.
What do the Clippers have against us? Who cares? They're irrelevant. Like what? They've been out the second round. What, once, if that?
If the Lakers
finally got out the second round, didn't they?
They bought the Forum and moved right next door to the Forum where the Lakers won the championships, and you don't see a problem with that.
How many championships have they won?
It don't matter. They our area.
How many championships have they won?
I don't care. They ain't never gonna win one. But the point is, you're gonna buy a Forum
that
and
makes
move next
as
to
a
it.
team insignificant to me.
Yeah, okay.
If the Lakers draft Tatum instead of Ball, and knowing what you know now, would you still trade Tatum for AD?
No, you try to pat those two together, and you probably don't get LeBron.
Yes.
LeBron came first.
Because LeBron came first, and then you don't get AD without trading Tatum, because Ball was part of that package.
Tatum is a tier. I know Mitch might disagree. Tatum is a tier above Ingram, and I just don't know, man, if the Lakers still. I think Shane is right. I don't think they trade. They wait. I think they wait until AD is a free agent. I don't think they trade Tatum, man.
But at the time, though, you gotta think.
I know, but remember, like Tatum. So that was after Ingram's what? How many years for Ingram? Was that 2 years or 3 years for Ingram that he had been here? So they were the same year, right?
Lonzo was no. He was same year as Lonzo.
He was same year as Lonzo.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. If the Lakers draft Tatum instead of Ball, would you have still traded Tatum for, or included, if you had to include him in the package for AD? Would you?
I don't think they would have had to do that.
Why not?
Funny enough, I would have been more okay trading Tatum than I was trading Lonzo.
Is this a scenario where we have Lonzo, Ingram, and Tatum on the same team?
No,
because you would have drafted
Tatum.
You would have drafted Tatum instead of Lonzo.
Oh,
yeah,
so
Tatum and Ingram.
Tatum and Ingram.
Yeah.
That would have never worked. That would have never.
Probably would have came down to Tatum and Ingram. Probably gave him Ingram, kept Tatum.
You probably would have had to get rid of both, though.
That's what happened.
They didn't have much leverage. He was going to be a free agent anyway, right?
Yeah, but you saw how they got burned with Paul George, so they didn't want to risk it.
They did not want to risk it, huh?
That's why they gave up draft picks, Josh Hart, Lonzo, Ingram.
Because we had been hurt in the past, we messed up. Even knowing what we know now, one championship, we gave up two. Like, I still feel we gave up way too much. I mean, Jesus Christmas, right? Like, let's, okay, F it. Like, we make the deal, but giving up the picks and Josh Hart was just way too much. The price was way too high, I feel. But
and that's kind of comes back to this trade deadline, because every trade you're looking at, you're giving up way too much.
feels like that's what has to happen nowadays. Nobody wants to help the Lakers anymore. Which
Because right now, the way D'Lo's playing, I don't think there's a better player than him right now that's out there in the market.
there's no way. There is no. There's no way.
You
There's no
could have said maybe Murray, but the way D'Lo's playing, there's nobody
no.
that's available.
But the thing is, though, it's his contract. Because they keep him and he opts out and he leaves, they don't have the money in free agency to replace him. Then it's going to be, the front office fucked up. Because if he leaves, the best you can do is get a minimum guy to fill that spot.
Yeah.
And you just let 16 and 7 walk out the door.
And if he keeps playing the way he's playing, there's going to be somebody that's going to throw him a lot of money.
He's still so young. He's only like 27.
27.
So if he stays, you just got to hope he opts in.
But you won't.
Yeah.
Unless he stinks it up in the playoffs again, has no choice. But
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the conference finals, you'd be looking at $20 million a season at least.
I'd have no problem paying him that. My thing is, how long does D'Angelo Russell? Is he going to be content and satisfied being treated like this by the Lakers? I know every team he goes to, he ends up in trade talks because he's just the type of player he's good enough that somebody will always want him, but not good enough to be, I guess, like a franchise point guard that you would never trade or that you wouldn't trade for 10 or 15 years.
If LeBron leaves, say for whatever reason, the way he's been playing, him and AD, I still don't know if that's good enough though in the West.
It's barely good. It's not good enough now. Look, LeBron.
Yeah. True.
Well,
but that Knicks game, it did kind of. I'm sorry, not the Knicks game, the Celtics game. It did kind of make me. I was telling Galvez, me and Galvez were talking about it. I was just talking about how much faster and more decisive they play when AD and LeBron aren't out there. And
yeah.
I would say that LeBron probably slows him down more than the hell is that? I would say that LeBron probably slows him down more than AD does. So it would be interesting to see what would happen. What'll happen when LeBron leaves and AD is still chugging along, and they can get younger and faster and things like that. But of course, nobody wants to see. we can wait to see what it will look like after LeBron. But so trade deadline. I guess we already kind of talked about it.
Is there anybody else that after Reeves, there's no trade value on this team. None.
I think a lot of teams
look at Reeves
as like a piece that they could use since he's kind of being misused here.
Well, that'll be the next thing. If you don't trade D'Lo, then you flip Rui for something.
Okay, so listen. Point blank. I'll go to each man. When we come back here next week, when we play Denver Thursday night, is D'Angelo Russell still a Laker?
I'm gonna say yes.
Mitch?
Yes.
Galvez?
Yep. He's made himself untradeable in a good way.
Do they make any trades?
Yes.
Okay, you think so, Shane?
Mm-hmm. It's a matter if it's gonna be big or small, but it's gonna be a trade.
No.
There might be a small trade, but nothing that's probably gonna.
The thing, I don't know, because if they don't trade D'Lo, what's the big trade?
I won't say it's a big trade, but you do. I heard it's not official, but I heard Rui and Gay for Caruso and Drummond or something like that. Some variation of that.
That would be it.
And then they called about Gallinari.
Gallinari?
Yeah, that'll be a sneaky, nice
Isn't
move.
he
But
washed up?
Yeah, I'd rather have
he
Rui.
still get buckets though and shoots.
I'd rather have Rui. Let's
Who say you have to give up Rui for him?
Let's squash that right now.
Who's Gallinari with?
I said, who say you have to give up Rui for him though?
Who's Gallinari with right now?
Detroit.
He doesn't even play, does he?
No, they going young. That's the point. That's why he's available.
We don't even know if he can play anymore. Remember, he was supposed to be with Boston. Got hurt.
As long as he can shoot. We need shooters.
That might be a trade we should have made 5 years ago.
They tried to.
So he's averaging 7.5 points, 2.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists on 35.5 3-point shooting.
How many games has he played?
Fair amount, a good amount. He doesn't have a lot of DNPs.
That's always been the main issue for him, is staying healthy.
He had 20 points a few days ago against Cleveland.
He's 35.
He's 35 now.
He's 35.
Oh boy.
Well, Detroit has. I mean, because Bojan, they got to start calling some of these players, man. They might be rebuilding. Bojan, Bogdanovic.
They want too much, though.
They want too much from him?
Yeah, they asking for multiple first-round picks and all types of shit.
Galvez, how many?
They were trying to get what's his name? One of the Bulls. UCLA.
Levine?
Yeah, they were trying to get him for a while before he got injured. That was a close team that was making a push for him.
Galvez, how many assists is Anthony Davis averaging this year? Because
triple doubles.
He seems to have realized what
3.7.
Okay, but it seems to be rising because he seems to have realized that what Joker and Embiid do. Joker averages 8-9 assists a game, damn near triple double, while Embiid averages 5-6 assists a game. Also at the center position. AD's never really been that type of guy who, when you throw the ball to him in the post, that's
the most assists he's ever had was 3.9 in 2018. So he's never averaged more than 4 assists in the season.
Right.
And he's someone who's a former point guard. So.
Right. So that's the thing about big men. Charles Barkley used to talk about it all the time. When big men, I'm talking about Shaq, Tim Duncan, guys like that, when they learn how to pass out of double teams, that's the last frontier for guys like that. And AD at 30 is starting to realize to realize something.
In fairness, though, we have guys knocking down more shots, and D'Lo's been hitting. So
no, that was one of my main gripes with him is he didn't know how to accept the double, see exactly who to pass it to. That was one of my main gripes, and he's finally realizing it. He's finally hitting the right person. He's accepting the double team, looking over it, and hitting the right person with the ball.
I just had flashbacks to Shaq, man. He was the master of that. When they would throw him that ball in the post, and he'd hold it and wait for the double come, look for who's the open man. That's for B. Shaw and D. Fish and Big Shot Bob and Rick Fox, man. Oh boy, what a complete big man.
Guys who hit shots.
Just just seemed like it just seemed like AD panicked when they would finally when they would start to send a double team at him. It was the wildest thing to me. I was like, wow, it's like at this point, my guy, you need to. So it's really good because he's been noticing it all season. All season he's been better at handling the double team. It's it's the wildest thing. A player this deep into his career.
Yes.
So,
Okay, so Thursday we got Denver. Um, Denver's Denver. They are who they are. They're the defending champions. They have the Joker. They have the experience. They have the chemistry. They have all those things. You agree, right? Shane?
Overrated.
um, and
imagine saying a guy who's basically a walking triple double is overrated. Imagine saying a guy that's a two-time MVP. Imagine saying a guy that just won a championship is overrated. That's
Nobody care about Uncle Fester.
imagine saying a guy that just swept your favorite team is overrated.
Nobody care about Uncle Fester, dude.
and maybe the Lakers will trade Max Christie. He's a nice looking player. I mean,
He's come up, but you really don't want to do that, though.
Listen, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like the only thing that you have, that you have against Joker is how he looks. You've got nothing to complain about
his game.
What's wrong with his game specifically? I asked you that, and you never answered that. What is wrong with his game specifically?
He's awkward.
He's averaging 26, 12, and 9.
What's awkward about that?
That's fine.
And he does it every year.
80% of the time.
So what you're saying his game doesn't look good. Is that what you're saying?
His game don't look good. He don't look good. He's not it, dude.
So because his game isn't aesthetically pleasing, you don't think he's good. Does the ball go in the basket? Do the passes get to him? Does he get the rebounds? I don't understand.
I do not like his game. You're not gonna convince me to like his game.
No, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to show you that the only thing that you don't like about his game is how his game looks, not how his game actually plays. There's a difference.
Shane,
I don't like how he plays either.
After Embiid, and I'll just throw AD in there because of talent. Who's a better big man than Jokic? Who would you take? A legit big man, not these 6'9", uber athletic wing. I'm talking about a legit big man, better than Embiid and Anthony Davis.
I think Sengun will be better than Jokic. And I'm not gonna lie, I like Zubac.
Oh no, Zubac.
More than Jokic?
You think Zubac is better than Jokic?
Yeah.
You're an idiot, bro. Like, come on. Because his post moves look prettier. Jokic
actually has post moves.
Jokic has post moves.
Jokic, it's awkward. His awkwardness allows him to do what he does.
Oh.
His awkwardness allows him to do what he does now.
Zubac is averaging 12 points and 9 rebounds.
Yeah, like
he plays with Kawhi, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook.
So Shane,
stop it.
So is Zubac capable of averaging 26, 12, and 9?
If he is getting the touches, Joker, God, yeah.
What's Zubac's career high, bro? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Who did he play for?
Stop playing with me.
Okay.
What's his career high?
If you were to grab Zubac's best, I'm gonna grab randomly his best points and rebounds and assists year. His best points per game is this year at 12.2. His best rebound was last year at 9.9. And his best number of assists was in 2021 at 1.6 assists per game.
I love Zubac, man, and I hate that you are making me have to hate on Zubac. Like, what's wrong with
Zoo
you?
should still be a Laker.
He should still be a Laker, and that's why I listen, Shane Murray, you are an
All right,
absolute
Shane, one more name,
ridiculous man.
Okay, so you have Embiid, Anthony Davis, Zubac, and then who's after Zubac? Who's better than Jokic?
I said Sangoon will be better than Jokic. He's not better than him now, but he will be.
But Zubac is better though.
Yep.
But can y'all hear what this guy's saying? He just doesn't like how it looks. Like his game isn't pretty to him.
I don't like his game either.
What's wrong with his game? He passes out the double team. He hits open teammates. He scores the basketball. He rebounds the basketball.
He plays harder than anybody.
He plays harder than
Very
anybody.
basic.
Like,
He's very awkward.
basketball is basic, bro. What are you talking about?
No, he's
Look at
basic.
Just look at the play. Just look at the play he had on Aiden. A simple pump fake, but fucking effective. Like that's what he
Kobe
is.
said it.
Boring.
Kobe said it in his last couple years. He said, "Hey, that European game, they taking over, man. Jokic, he might. It's like a Luka. They look slow,
Yeah.
unathletic, and
Right.
next thing you know, they're dropping 30, 10, 10.
And they're driving right by you.
And they're not even trying.
Yeah, listen. I mean, he's like what? Like I don't understand, man. But you know what it is? For Shane Murray, his game isn't flashy. You know, he's not jumping off the field. He's just playing basketball. And when you actually watch him play, you understand that. Because I was in the Shane Murray boat. I'm like, what the heck? What's wrong? Like
Shane.
this guy isn't doing nothing. But when you get a closer look at him, the close look that we got in the conference finals, you're like, oh damn, this
Shane,
guy's real.
if you were the GM of the Nuggets, you would trade Jokic straight up for Zubac?
Yep.
You're an idiot. Thank goodness.
Shane,
you
what's
don't
wrong
have the keys. Thank goodness you don't have the keys to a franchise. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? I can't believe this. This is disrespectful. Mr. Jokic, I'm sorry. You are a great player. Don't listen to this.
Bullshit.
Don't listen to this fool. He is a
Bullshit.
madman. He is an absolute madman.
What makes him a great player?
Let's just move on, man. Let's just move on.
What makes him a great player? Like,
First
Get
of all,
Vito on here. Get Vito on here.
his offensive game is impeccable. Like to everybody who watches basketball, literally, except for you. Like legit.
there's nothing impeccable about watching a dude going 20 miles an hour and shoot a jumper.
20 miles an hour is fast, you big
No, it's not.
numb nuts.
No, it's not.
What was the top speed in the NFL this year? What was it, like 22 or 22 something, right?
All right, look, we can't do this every single week like this. That's enough of the Shane Murray Jokic hate. That's been like 10 minutes of that now. Okay, look. We played Denver.
Anthony, can I just say that? Listen, Jokic. I need to answer this question because I want to change his life. I would love to see him.
Like, you're not changing nothing. It's like you hating on Tatum.
You asked me a question, and I can answer both. Listen, Jokic, his game is impeccable. He is consistent. That's number one, right? He's consistent.
Consistently ugly.
He has post moves. When he gets doubled, what does he do? He kicks it. He runs their offense. He finds open teammates. He rebounds. Like he has no holes in his offensive game.
If you say so.
Is he listen, and on defense, he's solid on defense. Is he Anthony Davis?
No, he's not. That dude
what
was
did I just
terrible
say?
on defense.
What? He's good. He was good enough to sweep the Lakers.
He had Gordon helping him.
Like I
Oh, come
said,
on, man.
like I said,
Wait,
Jokic is
Gordon was
solid
the
on
missing
defense.
piece to that team.
He's not
Would
Dikembe
you-
Mutombo. He's not Anthony Davis, but he is definitely very solid on defense.
Mitch and Wilson,
Overrated.
would you trade AD for Jokic straight up?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all are tripping.
Not really. Like,
We
what's
did.
wrong?
I mean, you know how much better
Smoking
you know how much
ganja.
better we would be automatically.
Smoking ganja.
Man,
AD can guard 1 through 5 and get you 20 points. Joey can't guard 1 through 5.
oh, now you want to sit here and defend AD? Like, what's wrong with this guy? At the beginning of the season, you don't even think AD is good enough to win MVP. So what are you
I
talking
didn't
about?
say he wasn't good. His mentality, the way he plays, he's not focused on scoring.
All right, look.
You just told me that he can get 20 any night. Now
We
he's
got-
not going to
He
score.
can,
What
but
is it?
he's defensive minded first.
We have to move on, guys. Did
Anto,
we
let's
beat
put
the
this
did we beat the Joker and the Nuggets on Thursday or no?
Yes.
We do, hopefully.
Ain't
But
no hope we will.
Y'all was
don't forget what happened last game.
Overrated.
Yeah,
ass team.
I think I don't know if once the trade deadline is done, I don't know if D'Lo goes back to just being just another guy.
I
I mean, because
I'm
that's
gonna
the
remain
problem with
hopeful.
that's the problem with D'Lo is for 8 years he's shown that he'll have a month where he's a legit all-star candidate, and then he'll just have another month where he'll average 8, 3, and 2.
Yeah, he got that out of his system already, though.
I mean, he looked amazing in the first two rounds of the playoffs last year, and then he just
Exactly.
So what? Like, would we be at all shocked if he just throws a stinker on Thursday because he knows he's not getting traded?
Will we be shocked? I don't think so. But like I said, I'm gonna remain hopeful. As a unit right now, they're playing some good basketball. So I look for that to continue. And maybe AD will finally keep his promise to me and go hard against the Nuggets.
Oh, he's been getting punked by who?
Jokic. the ugly.
Hey, Jokic shut him down in the playoffs last year.
Shut him down in the first game of the season.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it, Shane. Come on, man. Jokic.
all right. Look,
shut him down.
no. We got to move on.
But Anto, it's wild to me how Shea Murray clowns Jokic about being Uncle Fester. They got the same haircut and they got the same beard style, bro. Like, what are we
No,
talking?
we don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't.
Pull up the picture. You look
That's
exactly.
amazing.
Listen, if you were where's he from? From Serbia or yeah. Listen, you would look exactly like Jokic. Y'all have the same haircut. Y'all got the same beard style.
Probably had more hair than you at one point.
Hey, look, we got to move on because I forgot we need to talk about the Grammys too. I just want to see what everybody has to say about Taylor Swift. Like they're just
Fuck Taylor Swift.
What?
Why?
Now look,
That's another overrated person too.
Hold on. Okay, so
Get off my NFL screen.
Let's move quickly. Do we beat the Hornets on Friday? Yes or no?
Huh?
Do we beat the Hornets on Friday? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Because they whipped us last time. It was payback. Galvez, what do you have to say?
Yeah, they'll go. If they beat Denver, they'll go 3-0 on this homestand.
Yeah, Detroit is next. Is on Monday, so we'll talk about that. That's next week, so we're not even going to get into that. But okay, so then the Kobe statue. Did anybody have anything else that they wanted to say? Like, what do you guys think the statue will look like? Does anybody know what it's going to look like?
No, we don't. But I
idea.
would love for it to look like from the 2010 championship. Obviously everybody's probably seen all the mock-ups. So yeah, looking like the if it looks like the 2010 championship, arms outstretched, I would love to see that. I think that's the best one I've seen so far.
Just sad he won't be able to see it.
Yeah. But Forever in Our Hearts 24.
At least Gigi should be able to see it.
It's just really sad, man. But that's not even. It'll be a celebration of Kobe Bryant on Thursday, and we'll all be happy to see it. So, you guys want to talk? We gotta do Super Bowl quickly. Chiefs Niners. I really don't feel good moving on from Kobe that quickly, but I really once we see what the statue looks like, we'll say we'll have a lot more to say next week. Let's put it that
way. Definitely.
Chiefs Niners on Sunday in Las Vegas. Will Mahomes win his third, or will Kyle Shanahan?
What have I been telling y'all all playoffs long? I will never bet against Mahomes. Chiefs get it done.
Never bet against them.
Never bet against them. Shit. Not with Taylor Swift by his side.
Fuck Taylor Swift.
Not with the Swifties.
Yeah, not with the Swifties.
Fuck the Swifties.
Shane, who's a better fan base, the Swifties or the Beehive?
The Beehive.
Why?
Because Beehive is their full front, and you say anything about the Beehive or Beyonce,
that's
your ass. Huh?
Isn't that what Swifties do?
No, nobody care about the Swifties.
That's not the question. When somebody says anything bad about Taylor, don't the Swifties come to her defense?
I don't see the Swifties out like the Beehive. The Beehive got Carrie Hilson blackballed.
They just tried to get the dude ZV Bear or Zoo Bear. Remember, you know how there was those AI porn images were circulating of Taylor Swift?
The Swifties got those down quick.
So
they was
maybe fun, but they got Carrie Hilson blackballed. Like Carrie Hilson stopped making music because of the Beehive.
I don't know if that's true, so I can't. But no, Shane Murray.
Go back.
Shay, what's more important on Sunday, the game or Taylor Swift?
The NFL is going to try to make it about Taylor Swift, but it's about the game and Usher's performance.
How are they going to make it about Taylor Swift, Shane? Tell us. How?
They're going to show her like every damn 5 minutes on screen.
Right.
They're going to try to get Usher to bring Taylor up for a performance.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, right? Totally.
And then once the Chiefs win, everything's going to pan out to Taylor Swift and Kelsey.
Crazy, huh? Man. Have you seen the posts about, the actual screen time of Taylor?
No.
Yeah, of course you haven't. It's been like 30 seconds, every game, bro. Like
doesn't seem like they pan.
It shouldn't be any seconds.
But
she's not the last. She's not the first entertainer to date an NFL player. She's not gonna be the last. But they didn't do this shit for when Eddie George was playing.
But they said that
Eddie George. Who was Eddie George dating?
He's married to Taj from SWV.
Say what is that, bro? What the hell?
The fact that you don't know the difference between Taylor Swift and Taj from SWV.
Taylor Swift is overrated as fuck.
Oh my god!
How?
He's overrated as fuck. Name one Taylor Swift song you bump in your car.
Blank Space. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. 22. Lover. Cruel Summer. What are you talking about?
Trash.
What are you talking about? What's it?
Trash.
He thought he was doing something, huh? He thought he was doing something. Woo! I got his ass. Long Live. Today Was a Fairy Tale. What the? I do this.
Garbage.
I do this. Bro, Taylor Swift was my second most streamed artist last year. after, of course,
That
Kanye.
says a lot.
He really said they didn't
Kanye
do
was
this.
still number one, and Taylor Swift was my number two.
He really said they
That's
didn't
a
do
lot.
this when Eddie
So-
George was playing.
So,
Because she was the time
so
from
but Shane, if you're in business, right, and it's all about making money, right? That's the
About
main
making
goal
money.
of business. She, with the Swifties watching the games and just her being associated with the NFL, this season she has brought over $120 million in additional revenue.
That's
How
pretty
you
crazy.
gonna, like? I mean, Shane, what are you gonna tell? Like, you can't tell them don't show her.
Yeah, for real.
Over 120 mil.
2 words for that, but I'm not gonna say it.
Listen, I mean, let's be honest, right? Like, it's Swifties that aren't really into football that's legit probably only watching to get a glimpse of Taylor. Like,
That's exactly what's happening.
so how's that bad for the NFL? Just getting more eyes on them.
Because you're trying to focus on the game, not Taylor Swift.
Bro, real NFL fans like us, we are focused on the game. Like, they're gonna cut away to people like, who cares? For me, I don't care.
Yeah, it's not gonna ruin
course
my
you don't.
experience.
Exactly. It's not gonna ruin my experience. Like, okay, they cut to Taylor. Okay,
It does.
she's doing what she does, with how she reacts and everything like that. Okay,
Especially if she tries to remix it, swag surfing. That's gonna be some bullshit.
This is my thing, right, about Taylor Swift. And it started when, Kanye got up there on stage at the MTV Awards and
yeah.
that infamous,
And
rap.
now y'all want him to do the same thing. Look at y'all. Yeah. All of us, y'all was condemning that man. And now Shane Murray wants Kanye to come back and do the same thing to Taylor. Interrupt her, take her off the screen. Now look at
Ain't
this.
nobody thinking about Kanye, bro.
It's
I'm thinking about Kanye.
My thing is, because I don't
I
like
stopped thinking about Kanye a long time ago.
Vultures dropping soon, bro. Stop playing with me. Let's go. Sorry to cut you off, Antho. What were you saying?
I told Galvez, that I don't know any Taylor Swift songs, right? And
Mhm.
Galvez named, I think, Shake It Off. And I was like, okay, I know that one. But, it's not like it's because she's white, because I'm not Shane Murray. I'm not a racist. I like white people.
Right.
Eminem is my all-time favorite rapper.
Right. We know this. True.
I always got why Eminem was as big as he was,
Right.
So why don't I know any Taylor Swift? Like I said, I know a couple Sam Smith songs. Ed Sheeran. I know these guys.
It's Shireen.
Is it Shireen or Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
She's the music version of what Tesla's used to be.
What?
Who?
Let me explain.
Please, because nobody got that one. You thought you was spitting, huh? Please explain.
I know you see a lot of Teslas now, but prior to that, were there any Teslas commercials? Were there any like, yo, let me go get a Tesla real quick? Teslas is like something if you had bread, you get that, but you don't see nobody hyping them up. It's like you got money, you go get a Tesla.
So it's more like a social status.
Yeah, that's what Taylor Swift is.
What does that mean, though? I don't understand.
I mean, you don't see her music blasted everywhere. You don't see her videos blasted everywhere.
Okay.
Her
But
video?
she'll
Bro,
sell
nobody uses
concerts.
videos anymore.
She'll sell out concerts. She'll
That's
sell
fucking
out
Swift.
records. But you'll never see anybody. Oh, I want to get here that Taylor Swift.
That's because you don't like.
But I feel like that's how a lot of these artists are now. Like Bad Bunny, it wasn't even about him as an artist. It was a flex.
Well, Bad Bunny get blasted though. Bad Bunny is always on the radio and everything.
That's because you know people who like Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
No, God, I've actually seen him on the radio. Plus being at the Forum, he did like multiple shows at the Forum.
Listen, they don't play Taylor Swift music on Real 92.3. That's why you don't hear her music being bumped.
They don't play her music on the radio, period.
What are you talking about? They don't play her music on the radio. Listen to a station outside of Real 92.3, and then
I
come back
do.
and talk to us.
I do.
So you listen to Kiss FM?
Once in a while.
No, you don't.
I said once in a while.
If you did, you would hear her music, bro. Stop playing with me. Come on, man.
I don't
Mitch,
care to
here's
hear
my
music
question.
anyway.
This guy really tried to come here and say Taylor Swift's music does not get played on the radio.
Mitch,
Come on, man.
here's my
On
question.
my radio.
Mitch, here's my question. The woman won her 4th Grammy for Album of the Year last night.
Right.
Now, obviously, you think she's good, right? Because
Definitely.
you like her music. And
I
most
like
people
her
would
music,
say,
yeah.
no matter what we say, most people, I mean, obviously, she's very critically acclaimed. Most
Yeah.
the critics they adore Taylor Swift, basically, right? And
Yeah.
obviously, her fan base is pretty much unmatched. Her record sales are unmatched in this era. Even Drake doesn't quite consistently do the album sales that she does, probably at this point.
Right.
So my question is she really that good? Is she 4-time Album of the Year good when Beyonce's never won one? I think Michael Jackson only won
Snoop
one.
never won one.
Who else?
Snoop never won a Grammy, period. Which I know.
Which
I
is
thought we were going to talk
tragedy.
about Jay-Z's speech. Like, I get it. Jay-Z, you got to defend your woman and everything like that.
I loved it.
Anyway, I get it. Like, if I'm Jay-Z, I'm getting up there and giving the same speech, right? Like, I'm going to defend my woman. But me, personally, I'm not going to sit here and cry for Beyonce with 32 Grammys, like, because she didn't win Album of the Year. I'm just not. It's just me. Like, she is one of the most successful artists of all time. She has the most Grammys ever. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and cry because she didn't win in a certain category. She's still Beyonce. She's still very successful. I'm just not gonna cry because she never won Album of the Year. I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, Jay.
It's Taylor Swift's time. Beyonce had her time. Rihanna had her time.
Right.
Mariah Carey had her time. Whitney
Right.
Houston, like, they all had their time. So, and Taylor Swift, in terms of just a voice, she don't even go up to Beyonce's ankles, I think.
Ooh.
But it's her time. Like Mariah Carey had her time.
But we all knew the hits that Mariah. I mean, Mariah Carey was Mariah Carey. We knew Beyonce, all those records. We know those records.
But that's because y'all don't get down with country music like I do. So Taylor Swift actually started off being a country star, and her music just kind of evolved to more pop, really. But yeah, she definitely started off more.
And
as
Kanye West made her a household name. Let's just say what it is. He made her a household.
He made her.
If Kanye doesn't do that, who knows where Taylor Swift is even at?
I know. And I'm not gonna sit here and cry for Taylor either. I think my only issue with Taylor is Taylor as a person. But I'm able to separate Taylor as a person from, the music that she makes. So yeah, Taylor as a person,
we giving her.
She often comes off. She often comes off as just. She tries to come off as a victim a lot, and I don't rock with that. So, but the music that she makes, I like, man. Like I said, man, Cruel Summer, Lover, man, woof, man, those are my jams.
On time about Taylor, I'm gonna give a shout out to Killer Mike for sweeping the rap categories.
And that was interesting because usually those albums, I think that's like the first non-mainstream rap album.
And that was a dope album.
Yeah, and I was listening to it. It sounded good.
Antho, listen, are we really gonna sit here and say that he had the best rap song last year, though? I'm as happy for Killer Mike as the next guy, right? Like, Killer Mike's been doing his thing for a minute.
Well, keep in mind, a lot of rap albums flopped last year. So
listen, rap album as far as rap album goes, cool. And I forgot what he won the third one for, but rap song.
Well, the song he won for, I believe, it had Andre 3000 on it. So
did he have the best rap song last year? Not in that category. Would you say, yeah, Killer Mike? Yeah, that's the song.
Who else was in there? I know Drake and 21 were in there.
Yeah. Rich Flex was in there.
Oh,
Barbie
shit, man.
World was in there. Like those.
So you
like,
thought Bobby World was better than Killer Mike?
yes.
Shout out to Killer Mike. I just thought that was the first time that one of those kind
That's
of.
not hip hop. That's pop.
All right, look, Mitch. Guess what? Guess what, you guys? It's over. Mitch, do you have anything you'd like to say to an old? Everybody said Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl, right?
Yes, sir.
I just want to say I think that they probably will, because I think that what happens is that the Chiefs are a team that does not. It's like a staring contest, and the Chiefs do not. They don't flinch, you know. But it's the same way. I might have said this last week, but the same way the Niners get out there, fell behind against the Packers, fell behind against the Lions. If they fall behind against the Chiefs, bro, it's game over.
Yeah.
The Chiefs do not mess around. So, but yeah, man. Mitch, do you have anything you'd like to say to an old friend of ours?
Listen, I do actually. And real quick, Attention by Doja Cat, Barbie World by Nicki and Ice Spice, Just Wanna Rock by Lil Uzi Vert, Rich Flex by Drake and 21, and then obviously Killer Mike is the one that pulled it out.
Yeah, Rich Flex was the one.
Like Rich Flex could have easily won.
That was a meme worthy, record. 21,
Yeah.
Can you do something?
But hey man, shout out to what man, shout out to Killer Mike. All the years that he should have won. Now he pulled out 3 wins last night. So F it, man. Shout out to Killer Mike.
Shout out to SZA and Victoria Monet too. Killed that. So
Random stat of the day: Steph and Aisha Curry are godparents to Lindsay Lohan's child.
Okay, that was interesting.
That is.
But he just met her.
Okay, Mitch, say you got
Herbert's a
Mitch.
good
What do you have to say to Herbert, Mitch?
Yeah, listen, Herbert was actually gonna come on and also he was gonna back me up that Jason Tatum is absolutely overrated. He was gonna back me up about Taylor Swift isn't gonna ruin his NFL experience. But obviously we got derailed by Shane and his
Look at his face.
his nonsense about Jokic.
Oh, what the hell?
What in the dog? I can't believe this. I'm sorry, Herbert. Sorry, Herbert. We ran out of time. It's once again Shane Murray's fault.
Oh,
all right, yeah.
Shane,
sorry, Herbert.
Shane,
So before we get out of here,
would you rather have
just a few
Jokic
reminders
on the Lakers, or you got to go to
if
a
you're
Taylor
watching this
Swift
on
concert?
YouTube, hit that subscribe button next to
I'm just going to sleep.
the complete podcast.
You got to
network.
pick one.
If you prefer,
I'm not picking none of that.
Remember
That's
to
the
rate,
game. You gotta
review, and
pick
subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts.
I'm
The show is
pick-
also on Anchor,
Lakers
Spotify,
should call the Nuggets
Google
and trade
Podcasts,
Christian
Stitcher,
Wood for Jokic.
iHeartRadio, and every other major
No.
podcast.
No.
Make sure to follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at TC Pod Network and to like it on Facebook. Just
Bro,
search for the Complete Lakers
It's
Podcast.
almost no limit to what I
And
would trade
finally,
for Jokic.
send feedback and mailback questions to Complete
He's
Lakers Podcast
consistent.
at gmail.com.
He plays
We
like
Shane,
are
would you trade
out.
Christian Wood for Jokic?
Fuck no.
oh, hell.